Good morning, grade 6s. I want to discuss reading and comparing texts with you this morning. Please find page 82 and 88 in your textbooks first. Pause the video. When you found your place in your textbook, you can switch on again. Right, let's start. We want to discuss reading and comparing texts. Now, that is important for your exam papers as well as for a few formal tasks that you have to do this year. I want to go to the first text. Now, as you know, a text can refer to anything written. It can be a story, a poem, or even a cartoon. On page 82, you'll find the first text there. It says, read Kensuke's Kingdom. That's a novel, and you'll find a little bit of it, about a page and a half of this novel on page 82. You can read through that on your own. And then I want you to take a look at the first 4 questions on page 83 on that part of the novel. You'll find it very interesting. It's a little adventure. You'll enjoy reading it. Now, that was our first text. Our second text is on page 88. Please find it. And this is a poem called Swallow Whale. Now, on the right-hand side of your page, in other words, page 89, you'll see a picture of both a swallow, a little bird that we've all seen those before, and of course a whale jumping out of the water, which we've all seen before on TV as well, I would imagine. Now, there are 4 questions there as well after that poem. I want you to do those in your books as well, so that you have a good idea of what's going on in this poem. All I'm going to do with you today is read the poem with you. I want you to go through both texts on your own, answer the first 4 questions after both texts, and then I want you to do one thing, and that is compare them. In other words, ask yourself, what are the differences between these 2 texts and what are the similarities? You need to be able to do this in grade 6. I'm going to read the poem to you on page 88. Swallow Whale. The swallow whale has problems. There's a simple reason why. One part of him just wants to swim, the other part to fly. Now, you know they're referring to the whales here. If you look on the photograph on the right-hand side, whales have a way of jumping right out of the water. It looks like they're flying. This is what they refer to in this poem. Stanza 2. In water, though he's huge and fat, he moves along with ease. But now and then he floats up top to catch the fresh sea breeze. Oh, what a lovely day, he sighs. I think I'll take a shower. And shoots water through his blowhole with amazing bursts of water. Then his feathered wings start fluttering as he feels the urge to fly, and the fishes near him muttering, I've got to have a try. Next stanza. Like propellers on a seaplane, swallow whale's wings start to turn, and they keep on going faster while his heart is in a churn. This is now the whale exiting the water and being airborne. And you know how big a whale is. Next stanza. But the truth is, he's too heavy for a lift off to the sky. He just sinks down in the water with a very doleful cry. So it seems that swallow whale is just too big to be a bird, and to think that he could ever fly is totally absurd. I hope you enjoyed this poem as much as I do. I think there's lots of humor in here. It's all about a huge fish. It's actually the biggest mammal that we know of in the sea. And every now and then he leaves the water completely, and it seems like he wants to fly. And what these questions are all about is why he wants to fly so desperately, when it's obvious the poor whale will never be able to fly. What we need to do is compare these 2 texts. The first one, I remind you again, was on page 82. This one was on page 88. Read both texts, answer the first 4 questions on those texts, and then I want you to think for yourself. What are the differences between the 2 texts? What is being said here? Compare them. Compare the message of each text. That will be all for now. Goodbye.